Welcome back. Today we are talking about something so ordinary that most people underestimate it. Why hydration can change your focus long before you feel seriously thirsty. First, we will look at hydration as a body-wide system, not just a bottle of water habit. Then we will unpack why even mild dehydration can show up as slower thinking, worse mood, headaches, or the feeling that work is harder than it should be. Finally, we will build a hydration rhythm that works in real life, including coffee, meals, heat, exercise, and long focus blocks. Most people think about hydration only when they are sweating, exercising, or visibly thirsty. But focus is not just a mental event. It depends on circulation, temperature control, electrolyte balance. The brain
is only about one part of the story. Water helps maintain normal body function, supports temperature regulation, helps move nutrients, and keeps blood volume and cellular chemistry in a workable range. When fluid runs low, the brain is still trying to solve problems, but the body is also asking for attention.
This is where the surprise comes in. Research on mild dehydration suggests that even small fluid deficits, especially around 1 to 2% of body mass, can affect mood, attention, working memory, and the sense of effort. The effect is not magic, and it is not identical for every person, but it is real enough to matter.
Imagine someone who slept decently and still feels foggy by late morning. They blame motivation. They blame the task. But breakfast was rushed, the room is warm, coffee replaced water, and they have not had much fluid since waking up. The brain is not broken, the conditions are just worse than they look. The blame. If this is already making you rethink your afternoon focus crash, subscribe for more practical health explanations. Focus is expensive. It takes energy to hold information in mind, ignore distractions, make decisions, and keep returning to the task. That's hence dehydrations at even a small physical load. That same work can feel more irritating, slower, or more mentally heavy. When fluid is limited, the body has priorities. It needs to protect temperature, circulation, and basic function. That does not mean your brain becomes less efficient, and you may experience that as head fatigue, unclear thinking, impatience, or a headache.
A key reason people miss this is that thirst is not always an early warning. Some people notice dry mouth quickly. Others notice low energy first. Some notice cravings, tension, or a strange inability to settle into deep work before they ever think, I should drink water.
And this is important. Coffee is not automatically the problem. For most adults, moderate caffeine can fit into a normal diet. The issue is when coffee becomes the only fluid cue of the morning, especially with heat, salty food, exercise, illness, or a long stretch of concentrated work. The easiest hydration habit is not counting every ounce. It is anchoring water to things you already do after waking with meals, before a long focus of the day to another. Before a demanding work session, exercise. Fitzcorsten. Do a quick scan. Did you drink anything besides coffee today? Is the room warm? Have you been talking for hours, walking around, or sitting under dry air? A small glass of water before deep work is not a productivity hack. It is basic maintenance. Your needs change. Hot weather, fever, alcohol, high activity, and long outdoor days can raise fluid needs. Food also contributes water, and electrolyte drinks are usually most useful when sweat losses are high, not as a requirement for every normal desk day. A useful sign is your pattern over the day. If you regularly get afternoon headaches, low patience, hydration is one of the first variables worth checking. Not because it explains everything, but because it is easy to test. So here is the payoff. Hydration affects focus because attention is physical. Your brain works inside a body that has temperature, circulation, and chemistry all day. When that system has slightly can feel for shit. Thinking can feel harder. When you support it with simple, steady habits, focus has a better chance to show up. Before your next deep work session, try one simple experiment. Check your water, your food, your room temperature, and your last real break before you decide you are just bad at focusing. Thanks for watching. Take care of the basics, and your brain gets a better place to do its best work.